The story will change your life. 7 years old, all alone, I went off into a concrete sewer tube to die all by myself, and no one even knew. Why do I share that? It's the power of the unprocessed fear and trauma that we carry around, that we had no language for as a child, that we ultimately end up carrying into our adulthood. How did I end up there? A couple weeks earlier, my mom picked up my sister, our best friend Rachel, and myself from school. She always threw Frito-Lay chips into the back seat. Rachel was a Dorito girl, my sister sour cream and onion, and myself, I was a Cheeto guy. Well, that day, Rachel didn't want her Doritos. She complained of a tummy ache. 2 days later, she was gone forever, dead. Rice syndrome, it was in the 1970s. My parents, who I love deeply, offered no explanation, no processing. It was just your best friend was gone. That's what you knew. But the kids at school, they certainly filled in the blanks, and they said that the last thing that happens before you die is you poop in your pants. And I knew shame and embarrassment really well at that point. So 2 weeks later, I wake up with a stomachache. And I assumed it was the end. So I gathered up my Coleco handheld football game, and I went off to a construction site in our neighborhood where they were building a golf cart, and there were these big concrete tubes. And I was going to hide in there and play my game until my death, which I did not know what it meant. After I had been in there a little bit, I heard a voice say, "Get out." Actually, several. I thought it was probably people that worked on the golf course, and I wasn't supposed to be there, so I come out, and it wasn't an attendant. It was 3 older kids smoking, and they commanded me to get into the porta potty. I said I don't have to use the bathroom, but it wasn't optional. And I went in there, and they treated it like a Disney ride, shaking it back and forth and ultimately tipping it over, leaving me, even though I don't really want to curse anymore, I was covered in shit. I finally was let out, and what happened next, I'll never forget. They were all laughing, smoking, and what did I do? I laughed along with them because that was my survival instinct. I only knew it was time to go when they started throwing rocks at me and calling me several bad names. I'll leave those out. I ran home crying, no longer fearful of death, although that would have been better in my mind than what was now running through my head, which was, how do I explain to my parents that I'm covered in poop and pee from other humans? Snuck to the backyard, washed it off, snuck in, threw my clothes away, gaslit my very own mom that she must have misplaced them. And while I washed it off that day, this will resonate with a lot of you. I did not wash it off for 30 years. I carried it around on the outside. And shit is a very powerful acronym I want you to never forget. I carried around sadness, hurts, insecurities, and that trauma for 30 years of my life before I decided I don't have to carry it around anymore. I can bring that sadness, those hurts, those insecurities and traumas, the shit, and I can bring it into the light. And when you are ready and willing to bring it into the light, it's neat what happens. It turns into fertilizer and ultimately becomes roses. And it ultimately, because this is what I do for my career, if you would like to learn more, go to my profile, book a success call. It's free of charge. And it made me very effective for other human beings, making sense of what they were going through. So if you've made it this far in this video, I'm sure it's for a very, very good reason. It's time to bring the shit into the light, turn it into fertilizer, and make beautiful roses from it, and to help other people do the same. It's not about just washing it off. It's about washing it off from the inside out. Because to quote Helen Keller, what we are all looking for, it is not out there. It is within us. Let 2026 be your best year ever. And let's wash it together in Pretty Please with sugar on top. Give this channel a follow and have a great God day.